right, we are live. Okay, cool. Whew. How's your day so far?
It's going good. I had one session and it went pretty good. Well, it was a pretty chill lesson because Sirisha had a exam today. So just an introduction lesson and that's it.
Cool, cool. Glad to hear. All right, so we'll get started in a second.
Okay.
Let's see here. All right, so we'll get started in about a minute or so.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. So Sahil, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
Okay. So I am Salud. I'm a material science and engineering student in Arizona State University, known as ASU. And I I chose this subject because I feel like it's connected. It, of course, I loved engineering and saw my dad being an engineer, and I say, hey, this is pretty cool. So from choosing material science, I chose it because I realized that it's like it's a very broad subject, especially here in the Bay Area, and involves a lot of physics, chemistry, and math. And I felt like that's also really cool. And yeah, I chose that. Aside from education, I like to play tennis, both competitively and as a hobby. I served as a captain all 4 years of my high school. And I haven't played competitive since high school, but now I just like to play with friends, with my dad, and yeah, with my friends. I also play a musical instrument called a tabla. It's it's a percussion instrument, and uh, I played it throughout middle school and high school, and it's called tabla, um, Tabla, and it's an Indian instrument. It's a percussion instrument where it has drums um, and it's a pretty cool instrument. Aside from that, I like to travel in my free time and hike. So I'm a pretty adventurous person also.
Cool, cool. How long have you been tutoring for?
So I've been tutoring since June 2019. Uh, so I didn't plan on doing this. I just wanted to do a summer job last year, and because it was my last year of high school, and I just wanted to do something before entering college, and I chose a program called Math Enrichment, where it's basically a summer math program in person. That time it was in person. So I taught algebra 2, and I graded assignments. I also graded tests, and I helped those students during math problems. And I thought that this is actually pretty fun. And I thought that I can do this. This is very fun, and I actually like this. So I thought that why not do this for a living also? So then I continued my first year at ASU, and a lot of peers and my friends hated math, and they just didn't find it very fascinating.
Mm.
So then I helped them out, and then by helping them out even more, I myself improved in math even more, which brought up my GPA a lot. And then Then I chose Talent Nook. I searched it up on Indeed, and I say that Talent Nook seems a pretty cool place to work in. Then yeah. Um, so to answer Prab's question, what type of engineering is your favorite, like software or something else? I like mechanical. I like hardware. Not a big fan of software. I know that Alex does computer science, but not a fan of software. I tried it in high school. I just couldn't wrap around my head with software.
Mm. Yeah, I'm doing electrical engineering, computer science.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're in completely different buckets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also doing, like I just said, electrical engineering. So yeah, if you
Hmm.
like software, then I like software too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Looks like we got another question in the chat here.
How how did the COVID-19 affect your education in the US at ASU? So I think this is the third question actually, and uh, so for me, for everyone, it's very different. But for me, it did not affect me that much. It actually helped me out a lot because I was home for spring break for 9.5 days. It was a week-long break, and on my last day, I was beginning to pack and everything, and I get an email from the dean saying that that we're going to be continuing this the whole semester, the remaining semester online. At that point, I was frustrated because I didn't bring a lot of my books with me because I was only here for vacation. So I was very frustrated at that time. And at the same time, I was very nervous too because I thought that, oh my God, this is first year of college. Why is this so stressful? So then I got used to it in 2 weeks. The first week was very frustrating, but then I got used to it, and um, I I ended up doing pretty well. I ended up having Dean's List at the end also, so that's cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. So does ASU have any particular plans for the incoming fall semester?
So yeah, they do. They are planning to do it half and half. They're planning to do it in person and online uh, via Zoom, and they are uh, oh, to answer Caleb's question, where was ASU? That's in Phoenix, Arizona. So it's in a smaller town called Tempe. So it's like um, yeah, it's in Arizona, Phoenix. Phoenix is its main place. As a parent of a high schooler, any tips for me at the remaining weeks in summer to help with math? Um, so yeah, I would. What I would do is I would review with your child of the specific math concepts that you're struggling with. Actually, we'll get to that question soon.
Mhm.
So to answer Alex's question, we're planning to do it half and half, and so some students. So say I have like a Tuesday or Thursday class, so the professor will like assign Tuesday uh, to some students and to come in person, where, while the other half has to learn online. So so that's how it's going to work. And then the Thursday would be other way around, where the people that came in person on Tuesday will do it online, and then for Thursday they'll come in person.
Hmm.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, but I don't know because Arizona cases have gone up a lot actually. So I plan on staying 99%. I'm sure that I'm gonna attend them home because 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 my parents and me don't think that it's reasonable to do it in person.
Hmm. Cool. Julie, I think I can answer part of your question for you. I think it depends on the grade level, especially. If they're entering in, let's say, high school, like transitioning from middle to high school, then it's especially important to give them some kind of bolster, because I'm sure, as Sahil can attest, when students immediately move to online format for math classes, the proficiency goes down a lot, and the quality of education goes down a lot. So, Sahil, maybe in your experience tutoring, how do you think, what are the best methods to review, you think, or to bolster?
So like I said before, it's best to understand the concepts rather than just rushing to the answers and cramming it in. And I think the best way to review is like spend every night, spend at least doing 10 problems every day, especially at the areas that you're struggling with. So I would say that like it's important to learn those too. And I would say do 10 problems that you love, absolutely adore doing, and the other 10 problems that they're struggling with. So 20 problems in all.
Cool. Why is it important to do math every day instead of doing, let's say, 100 problems on one day a week, and splitting it up into 10 problems a day?
So I would actually provide an example for this one, and it's actually one of my favorite examples. So when you're eating a meal, like every day you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, correct? So you eat a very balanced meal from those, and you follow that procedure every day. So some people don't eat breakfast, which in my opinion you should, but so those people so you don't eat like everything at once, correct? Everything in one day. You don't eat like you don't eat seven breakfasts one day, 7 lunch one day, 7 dinners one day, and then you say call it a week. I'm not going to eat anything the rest of the week. That's not good for your health. So in my opinion, you balance everything out. That's why you have a balanced meal. Similarly, in mathematics, you have to balance everything out. So it's like a routine, basically. Doing math is a routine. You do it every day, and it's like getting ready for the day, eating. It should be a routine. We have come with a study plan many times, but it falls apart after a few days. Any tips on how to keep at it? Yeah, so I understand that like it's summer and you've been working a lot throughout the year, especially now because it's online. Everything is online because of COVID, and some people have to work even more. And I would say that like study plan wise, I would say just to like, it's good to keep up with it because so some tips to keep at it is, yeah, like my 10 problems idea, that do 10 problems. If it doesn't work, then the student has to like try to do it too. The student has to be motivated to do it also. So so I think a good idea is those 10 problems. 10 problems they love and 10 problems they're struggling with.
That makes sense. I think
How
in my
are,
experience,
uh-huh.
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah. I was just going to answer the question. Next question. You can go ahead.
Oh, okay. Let me quickly comment on the last question too. I think in my experience, motivation, like Sahil said, is a big issue. But I also think making it a habit, like making a point at least for a week to try to build the habit subconsciously. will help make it automatic afterwards,
Mhm.
so it doesn't seem like a drag.
Yeah.
But to get through that first week, obviously, you need to consciously realize that you are doing something for a cause. So the student needs to understand that they're doing this practice so they don't fail the upcoming class, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So getting that in their head and then building the habit, I think, is essential.
Yep.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. Caleb is asking how are your student managing the online learning transition? So so I have two students with me. One is about to be in 10th grade, sophomore year, and one is about to be in 7th grade. And what I've done is that I have so what Talent Nook has done is create Zoom meetings, and first it was online. You go to people's houses. That's what Alex told me. You go to people's houses and you teach. You give homework. You have to. The parent will listen in the first few sessions, and then they'll and then they'll see how the tutor is. Similarly here also, I teach on a whiteboard which is behind me, and I we make it a committed time that so my first student is Monday and Thursdays 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So what I do is we have a textbook which is called Big Ideas textbook. So for my first student who was learning algebra 2, so I basically just teach 1.5 lessons, and basically just assign her homework and make her email me that homework. And then once each chapter is done, I assign a test, and basically she sends the answers to me, I send the answers to Alex, and then her test gets graded. So that's how managing online works.
I think we have a question from Julie Harkin in the chat, and then
Yep.
one in the Q&A as well.
Let's do a Q&A first.
Okay.
Do you know if aerospace engineering uses a lot of math? So a lot of engineering in general, requires a lot of math. So if you're doing computer science, I would say everything has a math. Even medicine has some math in it. So I would say aerospace engineering also has a lot of math. You have to deal with there's a lot of electrical engineering subjects in aerospace engineering. My friend is doing aerospace engineering, and he says that material science and electrical engineering comes in hand with aerospace. Aerospace is really cool also, but hard. So that's why I didn't choose it. And then Julie said, should I come up with some reward system for my child? Yeah, I mean, it's really your choice, honestly. And yeah, I would just say that you can grade your child like how we do in school, like give them A, B, C grades, and yeah, you could if you want to. I would recommend it. Yeah, Big Ideas textbook. That is a textbook that that we use. So it's a math textbook. So yeah, Big Ideas is a math textbook. It covers it covers pretty much 6th to 12th, 6th grade to Algebra 2.
All right, I think I just cut out. Everything okay on my end?
Yeah, everything is good. I was explaining what Big Ideas textbook was. It's a textbook which covers from sixth grade to Algebra 2. Algebra 2 is the highest grade there.
Cool. Did we answer the reward system question from Julie?
Yeah, I did. So I said you could. I recommend it where the parent can be the teacher. So yeah, it's good.
One more thing from my end. I think I actually have a few students that are friends. So what I did with them to motivate them was have a competition system where they competed for a prize. And I assigned them points on when they did good things. And it was really effective. So I think if you have siblings around the same level, then I think as a parent, it can be really helpful to have them compete.
Yeah.
That could be another incentive method. Okay, are we all caught up on questions?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Give my dog treats when he probably does it. Yeah, just like that. Treats always rewards. Yep. Except not really, but I know where you're going for that. Okay, we're caught up.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, what do you think is going to happen in the spring? Just based on patterns, what the ASU dean has said so far, and your own personal opinion.
Okay, so ASU has not said anything about spring yet. The dean is just focusing on how to make this very sanitary, to make it very clean, the campus clean, and they have done a code of conduct in my university saying that masks are a must to wear in class. So I think the dean is just focusing on that right now, and I don't know about spring. We'll probably get to know about that in October. My personal opinion is that I actually don't know. I'm also very mixed in this. I think it should be fine. Everything will basically go down by January. I hope it does. But to do that, my personal opinion, you should always drink a lot of water. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not giving any advice here, but this is a main thing: is drink a lot of water, maintain a distance, 6 feet distance, wash your hands for 20 seconds when you come from outside, and normally too, and just stay safe. Just go outside only when you have to.
So you have a question from Julie?
Yep. Any notes on SAT prep? Should I still prepare for it? Of course. Yeah, you should definitely prepare for it. Like when I was transitioning online, I was still preparing for classes because I knew that exams are going to be a little tough for the proctors to see of who's plagiarizing and who's not. But I knew that like if I prepared for it in this pandemic, it's going to be good. So yeah, SAT prep is still happening. SAT prep, you should still prepare. We should expect the unexpected. That's how I have learned from COVID-19, and I'm pretty sure all of you learned that too.
I should add as well that the College Board rather has made SAT prep dates every month, starting from July.
Yeah, and I think for oh,
And
sorry. You froze a little
okay.
bit.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, you're fine now. You just
Okay,
froze a little bit.
cool.
Oh, what were you saying?
I should add as well. I think so. Yes, SAT is still going to be essential, still going to be required for the most part, even recommended by the UCs. And Talanook just started offering the new SAT bootcamp online that I will
Mm-hmm.
link to in the chat. So if you're looking for SAT prep, that is going to be a very compelling thing to look at because the typical SAT prep centers are not prepared for online, clearly, when our program was designed to be online. But yeah, you were saying, Sahil?
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So for AP testing also, they back in April, they I heard that they also did a lot of AP preps like uh, via Zoom and on collegeboard.com. They also did a lot of uh, preparations. So I found that very very nice of them to do that.
Cool. All right. So Sahil, you're under the Talanook Elite program, correct?
Correct.
Cool. So what is Talanook Elite and how can somebody reach you if they're interested?
Okay, so Talent Nook Elite is basically a program where there are a bunch of elite tutors, and uh, they basically have to fill out for each lesson. They have to fill out a form, and and um, and you fill out a form. You basically tell them what you did and how the student is doing, and it gets directly updated to on a Google spreadsheet. Um, so how to become elite? So you have to basically have to do the following. You have to um, on your application, you basically have to send them your transcripts or and your GPA, what grade you got in each class, what was your SAT score, and what subjects you would like to teach. Um, so that's how the elite program works, and then they judge you. They basically see of what academic achievements you've got. Also, you have to put your extracurricular activities, like I put tennis and tabla, and what I like to do in my free time, like traveling and hiking, like I said before. And yeah, I would say Talent Nook Elite is a fantastic program, fantastic opportunity, and it I would say I'm very fortunate to be a Talent Nook Elite math tutor.
So in other words, for parents, it's basically you're giving more supplementary, more material to the parents, letting them know what their child is doing in each session, being more active, more proactive for them, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So I'm going to post in the chat a callback form. So if parents or students are interested for specifically for an elite tutor, fill out the form and then we will call you back. Anyways, Sahil, do you have anything left to say? Any more comments or advice?
No, just stay safe and stay healthy. That's it.
All right. Yes, they will be in the email that will be sent to you after the webinar is over, one day from now. All right. I think we're all set. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.